check. Be up front and don't front. You ain't checked the nigga in my background yet. When the pressure on, he gon' back down, yes. I will close fist, backhand your biggest rap fan. But I ain't selfish, nigga. You gon' get smacked round next. You hear that click clack? Get used to that sound, Rex. I'm like a procrastinating pimp ever since I picked up this pistol. I ain't put my Mac down yet.
And judging by your swag and your style, it seems like you wanna be blacker, but you can't cause I'm blacker than you. I battled a lot of niggas that's whacker, but never battled nobody whacker than you. Since you wanna be disaster, the king of the dot would rather give me a battle with disaster than you. And now it's a rapper, cause in this battle I'ma just prove I'm a better rapper than you.
Don't get afraid to laugh, y'all. Frank, this shit's funny. Remember she said she beat bitches like cake batter? She the one that left Lumpy. Don't big bro Sway, where you at? We established in round one that you ain't teach her how to write. But nigga, you got a black belt. You couldn't teach her how to fight.
Matter of fact, I can spit 10 and go crazy when I dunk the can. I don't care, where your palace, I'ma be bucking hands. I said I don't care where your pal is, I'ma be bucking hands.
What up, man? It's your boy Chris. Unbias Review checking in about the breakdown Cruger versus Conceited. This was on a Don't Flop League, a battle that just got released recently. I actually like this battle. This is one of the best battles that has came out this year as well. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get right into it. Cruger's first round, I really wasn't feeling that much. Not saying it wasn't good, but he discussed a lot of things that had already been discussed when you battle Conceited. He did a lot of short jokes, and he also talked about Conceited's body, like body structure, as being like a taller dude or whatever. And I felt like that was his angle pretty much the entire first round. So for me, not saying the bars weren't hitting, but I just felt like angle that has been overdone. Like every time someone battles Conceited, they talk about how short he is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, or that he a little nigga or something. So I felt like even though Cruger had some nice bars, like when he said the bar like, I'd rather have like a child's face than a child's body, like that shit is funny, but at the same time, it's still an overused angle. So that's the way I looked at his round one. Conceited comes back in round one. I actually did not like the way his round one started either. That whole thing about you're old, but you look like a kid. He kind of played that angle like way too long for me. He had a couple bars that were just okay. The Kate Middleton bar, the Andy Murray bar was just okay. I do like to slow it down. He did. That shit was crazy.
Get wasted, but first kill his favorite dude text. Shots in his boom chest. No sweater, but I'm coming for crew next. Slow me down, I just dissed you. I said no sweat, but I'm coming for crew next.
He had the Freddy Krueger flip where you'll die chasing your dream like Coretta Scott. I thought that line was kind of nice. To slow it down alone, one Conceited this round one though. So I got Con in this first round. Coming back in round two, I thought this was Kruger's best round, in my opinion. Like, he was really snapping this round, talking about his skinny jeans too small to hold a gun, for a gun to fit. He discussed the text battling thing about how him and Fox met, and talking about the whole catfish angle he tried to use. We haven't really heard anybody come at Conceited on his text battling, which is one of the things that kind of blew him up. He used to text battle on the internet like way back in the day. The only person I really seen him mention it in a battle is Immaculate. Immaculate mentioned it when they battle, but a lot of people don't really know. But you know, Fox kind of told me there was a website and Conceited was like undefeated in text battling and shit. So apparently this shit was like a big ass deal. So you had that thing, you know, you rap about guns, but you wear boots with spikes in and shit like that. That was a pretty decent angle, even though people talk about the way Conceited dressed all the time. And I also like, man, what he was like, y'all talk about guns so much, y'all get them confused.
That's why they don't even get their facts right. They be talking about AK-46s and Mac 9s.
You talk about guns so much, y'all get them confused. Y'all say AK-46s and Mac 9s. That shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying? That shit was funny as fuck. But yeah, man, Cruger had a dope round two. Conceited comes back in round two. His round two is pretty decent. You know, he had we're kicking it like Freddie Adu. Freddie Adu was obviously a soccer player, so that was pretty popular. He told Cruger that he looked like Ellen DeGeneres, which is actually true. That nigga do look like Ellen DeGeneres, so that shit was a pretty funny thing he said. He did get booed when he said that soccer was not football, but you know, they take soccer very prideful over there, so it's saying anything negative is gonna get you booed. I thought Conceited had a pretty decent round 2, but to me, Cruger definitely took round 2. Cruger comes back in round 3. He discusses how Conceited always uses gun bars. I felt like he had a pretty good angle with that, and what he said as far as that whole little scheme was just funny as fuck.
See, my setups are good because I'm making creative and relate to the punch as a way to explain it, but the way that you make them is lazy and basic, just slightly different ways of saying the same shit. Like old burst the semi, squirt the desi, bang the toolie, clap the Uzi, spray the gap, blaze the Mac, bust the lead, dump the tech, pop toast with a long nose, dump clips on the slug spit.
Conceited, you use your gun as a crutch like the girl from Planet Terror. Anybody that know anything about Planet Terror, the girl was like in an accident and they like reconstructed her leg to have a gun. She was killing niggas with a gun leg, if you want to say that, but when she stood up, the gun was actually her leg, so it was kind of like a crutch too. So that was also a nice flip for those of people that had seen that. Talked about him living in Florida. We already know Surf kind of addressed that issue already. He also said, that whole Reggie thing he said, you know, since Conceited name is Reginald, that whole Reggie thing. Like a scene from Dave Chappelle and Nutty Professor, the only time we seen Reggie fuck with a heckler. That line was dope, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that's seen Nutty Professor, I'm pretty sure you have, that bar applies appropriately. I thought Cruger had a pretty good round 3. Conceited comes back in round 3. This is a round where he choked. I know he tried to play it off or whatever. It was kind of interesting because he kind of seemed like he looked at DNA and then DNA said something.
I really did forget when I played.
You ain't getting
Let me out your damn mind. Let's go. I don't know what y'all thinking. I would take everything Cruger owned faster than y'all blinking. If anybody else got $1 in here, then we all thieving. It's ironic his name is Freddy Krueger, but I'm the one that's gonna rob England.
It was definitely a choke, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but he got back into it, so I ain't taking too many points off. When he did get back into his bars, I felt like he snapped, like from the moment he jumped back into his shit. He had the Freddy Krueger, I'm the one that's gonna rob England. That shit was crazy. The Buckingham Palace, slow it down, was crazy. The zip him up cause this nigga dead, Rex and Shine, that shit was crazy.
Nigga, these type of pounds is not London money and they not for exercise. So I'll feed him the biscuit and see him digestion time. I'll feed him the biscuit to see him die just in time.
That shit was crazy, man. That slow it down was bananas. Khan actually had a lot of dope slow it downs in this battle. You know what I'm saying? Like normally, like he has a couple corny ones when he battled Surf, but in this particular battle, like all them shits was dope in my opinion. So, but I thought Cruger won this round too. So I judged the battle 2-1 to Cruger. I just felt like, yeah, man, Conceited choked in the third, so it kind of fucked up his third round. I know Cruger kind of like acted like he was gonna be slipping a little bit in his third round towards the end, but he didn't choke and he kind of pulled it together either way. But I just felt like Cruger was a little bit better in his third round, man. So I got 2-1 Cruger. But yeah, man, I really thought Conceited might come with too many gun bars. I know he's gonna always do them, so I'm not gonna say he shouldn't come with gun bars, but I felt like he might just do like gun bars the whole battle. But he talked about Kruger's girl and, you know, I'm the next to slide in like a SIM card. He kind of gave you a little bit of different shit this battle than just gun bars, every single bar. But I still felt like Cruger was a little bit more well-rounded. So I got the battle 2-1 Cruger. Shout out to the Facebook group. Follow me on Twitter, Unbiased Reviews. Follow me on Facebook, Unbiased Review. And that's what it is, man. I appreciate the support. Peace.